Hello, it's Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we're featuring the Tier 8 German tank destroyer, the Skorpion G. Now this is a premium tank which there's an earn up to, which you can earn at the moment. And I thought that was a good idea to get a replay out in the tank to see what you could earn. And the Skorpion G is an absolute beast of a premium tank. It basically has 490 alpha. 311 penetration, I believe, on the premium APCR rounds, and yeah, it's a Panther chassis, and it's absolute beast. It's got reasonable camo. It's not the stealthiest of TDs. It's got like sort of 290. I think I've got it down to on a camo rating, so it's not bad. But I kind of end up playing this tank a little bit like a cross between a TD and a medium tank, if I'm honest. And yeah, you'll see it's just got such a big high caliber gun, but you really can just rack up the damage quite nicely on that. Like that 490 alpha damage with that high penetration, it feels really good. We've got this new Sherman, which they just wanted to give away in a season pass, has just decided to full send and destroy itself. But yeah, I'm on vineyards. I'm just kind of having a little look. I like to use this position at the start to see if I can spot anything across the other side. Usually in that little hill you get some TDs, etc. camping. But it looks like there's not a lot here. That Skorpion G, which we spotted earlier, was making a move. So I'm actually going to make an advance to see if I can try and spot anything camping in their spawn. But maybe pick up some assistance. Maybe pick up a little bit of damage. We have spotted the Oni on the the corner of the map, so I'm aware that Oni's there. And I've got to be careful and make sure if I get lit here, just make sure that Oni hasn't got rear shots in. If he fires some HE at the turret, this Skorpion G, yeah, it's got the Panther 2 chassis, but it has absolute zero armour on the turret. It's basically like a little paper turret. So you're not going to bounce any shots if someone's shooting you at the turret and they can penetrate you with HE. So I've got to be a little bit careful about Oni behind me. But I'm just trying to pick up a bit of damage. I do have like 3 tanks versus that 1 Oni. So I'm hoping they'll push into him. And then, when they engage, I will then be able to help them and get side shots into the Oni. But at the moment, they seem hesitant to push. Even though you can see that's the only thing which is really there. Because we're spotting up everything else. I do have a side shot, and sorry, it's not the Yoho, I should say. We do have a side shot into Yoho. We've got one in, and then we're looking for another shot, which we should be able to go through the front of this turret here, but he gets into cover, and we're not able to pick up that extra shot of damage. And we are now actually losing the game, so it's at this point I'm thinking, I'm in 2 minds. Like, on one mind I'm thinking, do I actually just go back and defend the base, because I know there is some tanks pushing our friendly team, and as we make that the advance, this T-77 gets spotted. So I'm thinking I'll get a shot into T-77, but he sort of matrix stops me there, and I don't end up getting any shots into him. He sort of obviously his sixth sense has gone off and he's aware. But this Pantera's making a move, so we're looking to shot to see if we can get one into the Pantera. But now my heavy tanks have gone into the Oho, so I kind of feel obliged to help them, because to be honest with you, Oho does have decent armour, and it's kind of looking like they're not really getting through that Oho's armour. So we're probably going to have to help. But as we make our move, we're just taking a little check that nothing's going to make an advance of it on us, so we don't get shot in the rear. And we do spot this ISM, so I really need to just clear this ISM, so when I try and get rear shots in this Oho, I'm not going to get shot in from behind myself. So yeah, I need to just get rid of this ISM now, and then I can help my team, because by the looks of it, the Oho is kind of putting in the hurt on our friendly heavies, which are trying to attack him. So I really need to kind of hurry up and just I'm going to have to just risk taking a shot off this ISM. But fortunately, we actually managed not to. And now we're going to try and get round and help our friendly heavy, which are engaged in this Oho, because like you say, it's not gone too well for them. But I'm easily going to be able to penetrate with this 311 penetration on the APCR rounds. So I'm just trying to get as many shots in as I can. I'm hoping to just see if I can keep any of my teammates alive. Unfortunately, Oho does shut down the Tiger P. I'm going to be able to finish him off before he gets a shot into me. And we do manage to shut the Oho down, putting us on to just shy of 4,000 damage. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep our, my friendly heavy tanks alive. But at least, the death wasn't in vain. This T-77 then makes a push. We get a shot into them. We aim that shot in. And now we've got sort of 4,000 damage, 1,000 assistance. And there is 2 TDs remaining. So we're going to see if we can just get a little bit extra damage before this game comes to a close. Like I said, we're in a 4v2 and I haven't taken any damage yet. So I'm feeling, pretty confident. We see this Sturm Tiger P. We're trying to get a shot in. We should have aimed that shot a little bit better, and we would have actually got an extra shot of damage there. We're going to make sure we fully aim this one. We do get it in. Unfortunately, we only pick up 5 extra damage, but we do get the kill. Now, at this point, I kind of should have looked at the tank this, because I assumed this TD was in the same platoon as the Sturm Tiger. So I thought, you know what, he's probably gone the same way to cover him. But as it turns out, he wasn't in this platoon. He was in the other platoon, which was pursued up one of the other tanks, which I've just kind of realised here. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? He's not going to be there. He's just going to be at the base, just waiting at the base, which you often do, get some sort of campers there. So I have swapped to the HE round because I have 65 penetration on a HE round. I think it's like 630 alpha, I believe, around there. And I know the Skorpion G, I can penetrate its turret. It is a little bit risky because, I'm definitely going to pen the whole tank with the APCR, but, it's a 4S way. I wanted to try and, it would be nice if we just get that penetration into the HE rounds. We get lucky, we absorbed one into the tracks there. I don't actually manage to get a shot into him because he spins me around. But I'm going to go around now. I don't care if I eat a shot. I'm just going to try and make sure I get my shot into the turret, which I know I can pen. We do get it in and we do penetrate, but we're really low roll in that HE round. But now this guy's a one shot. I really should have swapped to the APCR rounds because it's a guaranteed kill rather than have to aim for this turret, because in the end I shot the turret, it's hit its gun, I've done no damage. So I should have just swapped to the APCR rounds, but yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. And we do miss out on that kill because of that, and we miss out on the top gun because of that. But that is it for the first replay. Obviously we have one more to come, but we pick up 5 kills, 4,500 damage and 1,000 assistance. So I will see you in a bit for the second replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the final replay of the video. We're on Hellborn. It's a top tier lobby and we have 1 fun place on each team. What I like to do at the start from this spawn is go to sort of like the F4 hill position at the start, see if we can get any shots in, by anyone playing sort of ultra, aggressive at the start. Quite often you can get a few early shots of damage in, and then from there you can kind of work out where the enemy team is playing. A lot of time on this map you're almost certainly going to get quite a few tanks just camping in their spawn. You always are. There always will be tanks just camping on their spawn on the hills on the right. So you know you're going to get 3 or 4 tanks there because that's just a given. But at the start of the game, I'm just going to try and our light tanks are kind of moving up. Sometimes I use the ridge in front of me, but as my light tanks are moving up and spotting anyway, I was going to sit behind these bush to try and limit my chance of getting lit when I fire. Unfortunately, I get lit anyway, but we do manage to avoid getting shot by the Dreadnought, which thankfully, because that would have hurt. But we do manage to get 2 into the Dreadnought and set them on fire. We try for the blind, but we don't manage to get a kill in. But we do get a nice start to the game, a little bit of damage. We've then got this KB4 here, so we're going to go and try so we can pick up a damaging shot on this KB4 while it's in the open. It's kind of dream scenario, to be honest with you, like just having shots here, your team lit them up, they're caught in the open. We go for another one for the lower plate. Unfortunately, it just hits the tracks and doesn't do any damage. But we're going to wait, we're going to see, hopefully we can get a next shot of damage in, which we do get in blind, bringing us up to a total of 2,000 damage. And now, this tank's a one shot to us, as long as we don't, really low roll. is disposed, and we just managed to pick him up. Yeah, just putting us on just shy of 2,500, and a very decent start to the game. So I'm planning now to, kind of move up and try and get under the ridge, and from there quite often you can light up stuff on their hill, which we'll see in a minute. But I want to get a bit more aggressive here. I'm aware that we don't have a lot of presence in town, but I'm also not concerned. If they win town, I can just turn around and defend the base when they come out of town. So again, yeah, that's not the end of the world. It's not a big concern for me at the moment. But I wanted to try and get forward and light some more tanks up, which we do like that medium up on our approach. We get a very fortunate snapshot in as well, and we don't eat any shots in return. And then we actually light some of the sort of tanks which will be camping in the spawn, which I was referring to at the start of the game. There always is, so that's always something There's, I can't, you've got KV4 heavy tank. This is not really the best position for them to be in, but yeah, like I say, it's kind of a position which almost encourages it, the way the map's sort of set up. But we get a shot into that medium crossing, and we're just trying to look for shots now. We've had a decent start. We're just over 3,000 damage already. We've got this Stark ST1 that we get a shot in. We're hoping we can finish him off before he gets into cover, because once this get unlit again, obviously that tank's got good camo. And we do manage to take out the Stark. And now we're looking for shots to see if we can get any shots potentially in this Oni, which is in their town. I'm looking to see if we got any shots in. We do have a sort of slim shot over. I'm going to try and aim and go for his cupola, and yeah, when this tank works and it hits shots like that, it's fantastic. And now we're just looking for the kill to finish off. He's only got 81 hit points, but it'd be good to pick up a little kill if we can, and we do, putting us on to 4,400 damage. This medium tank round here is a one shot to us. I don't care if I eat one shot at this stage of the game, I'm happy to. I just want to see if I can pick up the kill and a bit of damage, and we do. So yeah, I think that's a worthwhile trade, and now hopefully we can get behind this KV4 and get some side shots into the KV4. But before we do that, there's a fun police, so we're not going to pass that opportunity up to pick up a cheeky kill in the artillery. We're going to just, we've got the side shots onto the KV4 now, and just try and get as much in as we can. Thankfully, I've just fired that shot because that Patriot wanted to do his best he could to get in the way of my gun. But thankfully, yeah, we don't manage, we didn't miss that shot because of it, because that would have been frustrating. And that's put us on to 6,000 damage. Now, there's two tanks left, which are now sort of pushing away at the town. Like I say, I'm not concerned. They're not going to cap out. I'm going to get back before I get to cap out. All I'm concerned about at the moment is, can I get over there? Because this T-44 is full health. I just want to go as quickly as I can, because I'd love to just get a little bit more damage, because I think I'm on 5 kills at the moment, so the next kill would give me the top gun, so it's always nice to try and end the game with a top gun. There's two tanks. I've got a chance for Devastator. Well, I did have, I don't now. I've got a chance for a top gun still, so I just want to try and get over there. I'm hoping he turns around to reset on the base, but I suspect not. I suspect he's going to just continue going for our fun police probably, because at this stage he's not going to win the game. It's a 10 versus 1, so I guess he's probably just going to try and do all we can to get as much damage as he can. He's still full health, but we've just been spotting him. He's now starting to push over, and I'm thinking, oh, he's going to get shut down by our friendly team before I get in there. You see he's starting to take damage. I'm going as quickly as I can because I just want to get an extra shot, just one more little shot in the game. I'm just saying, just please stay safe, please stay safe. But unfortunately, he's kind of getting absolutely, obliterated by our team. But I'm thinking I might just be able to get there to get the kill in, and then get that top gun. Just come around the corner, and then, we get shut down, and we don't manage to pick up the kill. But not to worry, we still had a decent game. So what we can do is get to the scoreboard, see how we did. We got 5 kills, 6,200 damage, and 880 assistance. So yeah, and also made quite a bit of silver, considering I'm firing full premium. So yeah, this is definitely worth a tank, which was picking up, worth earning on the free earn op. It's a very, very, very capable tank. And as always, thank you for watching, and happy tanking.
Hadouken!